celebrations of the second year anniversary of the October 20th, 2020 Lekki Toll Gate massacre, and in honor of EndSars fallen heroes, Ejeh Samson Odang, also known as Ejeh Dagogo, Ejeh the Tiger, has decided to honor all EndSars fallen heroes and all Bokoharam victims with a Trek for Hero mission to cover a distance of 366 kilometers from Lagos to Abuja.
For heroes from Lagos to Abuja, na 760.
Ejeh the Tiger, whose mission is to honor the victims of the last EndSars protests and other security operations across the country. Secondly, to create a balance in the EndSars protest narrative. 3. To feed at least 800 people across 8 different states during the course of this trek. Part of his mission is to campaign for youth participation in politics as a way of bringing about the desired political change in Nigeria. And lastly, to raise funds for people living with kidney diseases through partnership with the Nigeria Association of Nephrology.
Ejeh Attah Samson Odang. I'm an artist, a basketball player and coach, a chef, and an entrepreneur from Benue State, Nigeria. I'm an Idoma speaking by tribe. And embarking on this mission to honor our fallen heroes who are victims of the Bokoharam crisis, the EndSars crisis, our church massacre. Those who are victims, I decided to honor them because I felt there is nothing I could do for them. There is nothing I can do for them than to honor them in my own little way. And the victims, those I see as victims, are basically the civilian victims and the security agents that lost their lives because they are our frontliners. They are the ones that keep us alive today. So I'm setting all out to go to the trek from Lagos to Abuja, which is a distance of 763 kilometers, in honor of the victims of all security challenges that Nigeria has been facing. What motivated me to this project is
Ejeh Samson Attah Odang said his motivation towards the Trek for Heroes mission are the Nigerian youth who gave up their life at the Lekki Toll Gate on the 20th of October 2020 while on a peaceful struggles, and their sacrifices as an heroes of activism must never be forgotten.
That is why we have people who are soldiers, people who are policemen, people who are other security agents that are laying down their lives, sacrificing for the betterment and for the protection of we the civilians. And that is why we had those who lost their lives at the Lekki Toll Gate sacrifice their life. They didn't know they were going to die on that day. They didn't know the protest was going to lead to their death. They were fighting for what even the alleged shooters would have benefited from. Their children, their wards, their guardians, their family would have benefited from what they were fighting for. But it became so unfortunate that the protest was hijacked and it led us to where we are today. My motivation is them. I want to honor them and I will honor them. It is personal. This first edition is a personal one. It's a Lone Ranger thing. I'm doing it. I'm a one-man Mopo on this one. A one-man soldier, a one-man ranger. I'm going to come across certain obstacles which I know I will definitely come across. I have decided that I wrote to the police High Command, I wrote the Army High Command too, and which I know they are mostly the ones on the road. I'm expecting to get their feedback for them to be able to support me one way or the other, because I'm honoring their own servicemen too that lost their life. They have been the ones that have paid most of the prices of these security challenges that we've been facing. So, and I also have community policing, in the sense that every community that has spent the night, the people of that community, the youth in that community that believe in the ideology are going to be part of the trek for a certain distance before I hit the next community. And thirdly, I will not be trekking at night. All trekking will be during the day, which is I will be covering 22 kilometers daily, and that will take me 10 hours maximum, plus break and all that. I think 10 hours, yeah, 22 kilometers daily. So no matter how things are, they say the higher the price, the tougher the risk, the sweeter the price.
The 763-kilometer journey will commence on the 3rd of October 2022, and the trek will start at Lekki Toll Gate and finish at the National Secretariat, Abuja.
The journey is going to kick off on the 3rd of October, which is on a Monday, and it will end at the Federal Secretariat, FCT, Abuja. If I wants to join me on that day, can meet me up at the toll gate. Time will be fixed, kickoff time will be fixed before then. So if you want to join me, to support me, to take pictures with me, to hug me, to come and wish me farewell, fine. But there is no sound, no music, no anything, no celebration. It's just a straight up mission, a straight up movement. I'm going through 8 states. Lagos, the starting point, Ogun State, Oyo State, Osun State, Ekiti State, Ondo State, Kogi State, then Abuja, God willing. Part of my objective is to also address the unbalanced narrative of the EndSars story. The story is not balanced. If you look at it critically, the narrative is to one side, but I will be using the trek to balance the narrative. I will also be using the trek to campaign for youth participation in politics and in elections, so that we will be the ones to decide the way forward for our dear country. And I'll also be using the trek to raise funds for people living with kidney diseases. So it's not basically for EndSars alone. Even if at that, the EndSars, we have two sides to the story. We have the victim on the government side, we also have the victim on the protester side. So if you check my page, I've been sending some stuff out to make people understand that the government and the people, they both had a role to play to address an issue. And in a situation like that, when some things happen, there should be a certain level of communication. And I believe that communication was the reason why the unfortunate incident at the Lekki Toll Gate. That's one of the things I will be addressing as I will be taking the 763 kilometers trek from Lagos to Abuja in October. And I hope I'll get all the support.
Trek for heroes. From Lagos to Abuja, na 763. Ohun tójú rí, we go talk am o. I say trek for heroes. From Lagos to Abuja, na 763. Ohun tójú rí, we go talk am o. For the EndSars, them kill them papa. For the EndSars, them kill them officer. And for the EndSars, them kill them brother. And for the EndSars, them kill them officer. The people they shoot. The narrative is supposed to change and back to youth. I'm on a trek for heroes.
Yes, that's what's up, man. Trek for Heroes soundtrack, written by me, composed, and see you in October, see you in November, see you in December, see you in 2023, where we all have a better Nigeria. Go out there, cast your vote. Don't let nobody tell you what to vote for. Vote for your conscience. Leave them celebrities. They'll come out and tell you, vote for this one's the right guy, vote for that one's the bad guy. No. Choose who you want to vote. Straight up. So that when the time comes, you don't go about pointing fingers and start saying that you see me can vote. No. Do your research. Dig deep into the people that are coming out to lead you or to lead us. Dig into their background, check their competency, carry out a competency test on them. You will know who to vote for. Forget about age, forget about tribe, forget about religion. Just do your research, you know who to. As for me, I already know who I'm going to vote for, but I ain't going to tell no one. Peace.